We ready? Good afternoon. My name is Jesse Lott, and I'm the Dean of the First Year Program. I'm honored to welcome members of the campus community in this year's Convocation ceremony. Today's gathering marks the start of another academic year and serves to formally welcome our newest members into the Cazenovia College family. As part of today's convocation, we will welcome and officially install our new president, Dr. Dave Bergh. We'll start with our national anthem. Please stand as we welcome Jayla Wilson, class of 2022, to the platform to lead us afterwards. We'll remain standing for the invocation.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Jayla. Please remain standing. While I ask Sharon A. Schmidt, former pastor of the Onondaga Nation United Methodist Church and chair of the Upper New York Committee on Native American Ministry, to come and to lecture and offer today's invocation.
Please be with me in an attitude of prayer. God of us all, thank you for this day and for your people gathered here. We are grateful to be a part of an ancient and honored tradition as we begin a new year and welcome Dr. David Bergh as the 30th president of Cazenovia College. We pray for your blessings on Dr. Bergh and all those gathered here. Grant us clarity, wisdom, strength, and loving hearts to carry our hopes and dreams into the year before us. We offer this prayer in the name of all we call holy. Amen.
I'd like to now take a moment to acknowledge with respect that our college campus is situated on the indigenous homelands of the Oneida Indian Nation. On behalf of the Cazenovia College community, we are grateful for the opportunity to be here and thank the generations of people who have taken care of this land before us. We pay respect to the Oneida people, past, present, and future, and recognize their contributions as Americans' first allies, and to strengthen this in the community and the entire region. It's now my pleasure to introduce Gardner, Chair of the Cazenovia Board of Trustees, for the installation of our president.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome students, faculty, administrators, fellow trustees, parents, and all members of our extended college family. One of the most important duties that trustees of colleges and universities perform is the selection of a president, the individual who leads the faculty, staff, administration, and trustees to our shared goal, which is to motivate and guide Cazenovia College students in reaching their full potential. Most importantly, this includes possessing the knowledge and skills necessary to become informed and successful participants in the global community. With our new president, we look to the future with confidence that through collaborative leadership and planning, we will move forward as a strong and vibrant institution. Dean Detmer and Dr. Bergh, will you please join me? Dave Bergh, I hereby install you as the 30th president of Cazenovia College, with all the rights, privileges, and powers attendant to that office. Congratulations. Thank you. All right, we're going to see if we can do this. All right, this medallion depicts the official seal of Cazenovia College. Its words, Amicia e Veritas, or friendship and truth, and symbols embody the purpose and philosophy of the institution. All right. You get it? His hat's too big, and he has a big hat. And a lot of big shoes to fill. It is also my privilege to give you custody of this mace, which is the hallowed emblem of your authority. It represents your leadership. Care for it well. By virtue of the authority granted me as chair of the Board of Trustees, I declare you president of Cazenovia College.
To all our guests, may I present the president of Cazenovia College, Dr. David Bergh.
Thank you. Thank you, Dean Detmer, Chair Gardner, and Professor Varisco. I think you can all sit now. Thank you. It is such an honor to be installed as president on the day we celebrate the start of a new academic year. I'm looking forward to learning and growing together. I'd like to recognize and thank trustees Bob Constable, John McCabe, and Mark Jones, who are present with us today. Thank you. Forgot I had these here. Thank you also to our faculty assembled here today. I appreciate your support. I'm also pleased to have so many guests here this afternoon. Joining us as representatives from area colleges and universities, I want to acknowledge the following individuals. Dr. David Rogers, president of SUNY Morrisville. Dr. Hannah Rodriguez Farrar, chief of staff at Colgate University. Father Patrick Rogers, vice president for mission integration at Lemoyne College. Ashley Shad, an alum of Cazenovia College, is representing Utica University here today. And Kimberly Butler, representing Hamilton College, a 1988 graduate of Cazenovia and parent of a current Cazenovia student. Also, Dara Royer, Senior Vice President, Chief Marketing Officer from Syracuse University, representing the Chancellor's Office at Syracuse. Thank you all for being here today. I'd finally like to also recognize some representatives from our greater community. New York State Assemblyman John Salka, Cazenovia Mayor Kurt Wheeler, Kip Hicks from the Madison County Industrial Agency, Lauren Lines from the Cazenovia Area Community Development Association, and Dave and Carolyn Holmes and Kathy Bice from our partner organization, Cazenovia Welcomes Refugees. Thank you. Last but not least, I want to acknowledge members of my family who are here today, my wife Nancy and daughter Eve, my mother Linda, and my sister and brother-in-law Susan and Ryan, seated over here. Thank you. Thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules to join us and help celebrate this special day. It is fitting that our collective journey begins here today with Convocation. While the word convocation and the ceremony to which it refers has ancient roots, for all of us gathered here, it represents a new beginning. Convocation marks the start of another academic year and formally welcomes our newest members of the Cazenovia College community. For parents and family members, including those who are watching our webcast, it is the beginning of experiencing life with your student away at college. Rest assured that your student is in good hands. You won't find a more dedicated and caring faculty and staff than we have here at Cazenovia College. They are passionate about their work and committed to helping students grow and be successful. For faculty and staff, it is not only the start of the academic year with new faces on our campus and in their classroom, but it is also the beginning of new leadership here at the college, and my commitment to you is for continued open and honest communication, participatory planning, and transparent decision-making. I'm excited about the future that we will plan and build together for Cazenovia College. And last but certainly not least, our students, our new students here today. Today marks the beginning of your educational journey that will provide you with valuable knowledge and experience. In addition to what you learn in the classroom, you'll have internship opportunities, the chance to join clubs and student organizations, and access to academic and career support services. I encourage you all to work with your advisors to take full advantage of every opportunity before you. And so, we begin our academic future at Cazenovia College together. I look forward to meeting and learning about each of you and sharing in your experience, seeing your accomplishments, learning of your stories over the next several years. Now please welcome Dean of the Faculty, Dr. Sharon Detmer, who will introduce this afternoon's student speaker. Dean Detmer.
Thank you, President Bergh. At Cazenovia, we base our success on our students' achievements and their individual CAS experiences. So for first-year students in particular, today is an opportunity to hear from one of your fellow students who is president of Alpha Lambda Delta, the National Honor Society dedicated to recognizing the academic success of first-year students. Eligibility for Alpha Lambda Delta requires students to earn a cumulative GPA of 3.5 in their first or second semester. This year's president is Megan Dwyer, a sophomore human services major from Oneida, New York. In addition to being the president of Alpha Lambda Delta, Megan is also a member of the Human Services Club, the National Society of Leadership and Success, and the National Human Services Honor Society, Tau Upsilon Alpha. Outside of her focus on academics, Megan enjoys singing and is ranked as one of the best singers in the National Association for Music Education. It pleases me, and please join me in welcoming Megan Dwyer.
Welcome back, returning students, faculty, into the class of 2026. Transitioning from high school to college can feel like one of the biggest and scariest changes you've ever been through, but I am here to give you some tips and advice on how to make these years some of the best of your life. Number one, don't be afraid to ask for help. There are plenty of people, resources, and places for guidance around campus, some of them sitting right beside you. We are taught from a young age on being self-sufficient, how to advocate for yourself, and the importance of being independent as you transition into early adulthood. However, I am here to assure you that it is okay to ask for help when you need it. One of my personal favorite aspects of Cazenovia College is how there is always someone lending out their hand to help, and someday I hope you can be that person for someone else too. Number two, time management and burnout prevention. I will be the first to admit this, college is exhausting. Stick to your routine and your schedule, but make sure you set aside some time for fun and relaxation too. And finally, don't procrastinate. You will feel so much better in the long haul for staying caught up and ahead on your assignments. They're definitely going to creep up on you otherwise. Number 3, getting involved in vulnerability. You should find a club or sport of your interest with like-minded people. College isn't just about your GPA or your classes. It's about the experiences and connections you can make along the way, which only helps you years down the road. Don't be afraid to try new things. You may end up really enjoying yourself. I remember being in your shoes only a year ago thinking, oh my gosh, like just get off the screen, like I don't want to hear this anymore. And I just would rather go back to my dorm, which I'm sure some of you are probably thinking right now, but I'm up here giving this speech to you today, so something must have worked out. And number 4, most importantly, this is where you should start listening. Please, please, please take care of yourself. Whether it's venting to Lori at the health center, to a roommate or professor and advisor, you need a safe space to let out all those negative thoughts and emotions that you're experiencing in your head. According to a 2017 college mental health article, 73% of students experience troubles with their mental health while enrolled in college. I'm not saying this statistic to scare you, but let's fast forward 5 years to now, where we have more resources and less stigmas to make sure that you are taking care of you. Again, I would just like to emphasize the importance of asking for help, using time management and burnout skills, and getting involved, vulnerability, along with taking care of yourself. I'd like to wish each and every one of you a happy, healthy, and successful school year. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much, Megan. Great advice. Our next speaker is a recipient of the Distinguished Faculty Achievement Award. Each spring, faculty members nominate one or more of their colleagues for this prestigious award. The recipient is determined by a vote of all members of the faculty. I am very pleased and honored to introduce to you the recipient of the Distinguished Faculty Achievement Award and our keynote speaker this afternoon, Francine Varisco. Francine is a professor of business and marketing and is the chair of the Division of Business and Management, a position that she has held for a total of 20 years during her 33 years here as a faculty member. She is respected by her colleagues and students alike and has consistently pushed the bar not only for the faculty in her division, but more importantly, the students in her classes. Professor Varisco has been instrumental in developing a strong internship program for the business and management students. Notably among many sites are the Javits Center in New York City, Disney World, ESPN, Make-A-Wish Foundation, and many other local, regional, and national sites. Almost every year, she has taken students to New York City for tours of the Stock Exchange, the Federal Reserve, and Fashion District. In her tenure here, Francine oversaw the initial external accreditation of the business program in 2003, and this past year, they are reaccredited for the 3rd time by IAACEBE under the leadership of Professor Varisco. May I present at this year's recipient of the Distinguished Faculty Award and Convocation speaker, Francine Varisco. Thank you.
Good afternoon, and a very warm welcome to all of you. Welcome to the Cazenovia College family. As the distinguished faculty member of this year, it was my distinct and humble pleasure to be asked to speak today. To speak to you really from my heart. I have spent all summer thinking about what I could possibly say to you that might help you and inspire you. I kept going back to a speech that has resonated with me for a very long time. It is a speech that was given by former First Lady Michelle Obama to the graduates of Eastern Kentucky University in 2013. She asked them, and I'm never going to be able to be as eloquent as her, but bear with me, who are you going to be? Think about this. I'm not going to ask you what your major is or what you're going to do after graduation, but I'm going to ask you who, at the very core of your being, are you? Yes, you're going to learn many wonderful things at this institution, but you'll also have experiences that are not going to be so positive. The point being, how are you going to be you? How are you going to build resilience? What is your passion? What drives you? What are you going to hold to, and what will shape you? Look within and find your passion. I ask you to take some time this week to think of yourselves as a blank canvas. Who are you going to be? You are now the artist. You have all the power and creativity to begin your masterpiece. What choices will you make that will add vibrant color and intensity to the canvas of your life? What excites you? Well, if you ask any of the students here, what excites me and my passion is marketing. Quite frankly, I'm a data nerd. I love looking at numbers and trends. So one of the things I couldn't wait to do was ask anyone I knew who was a recent college graduate in my very own research on what would you say to a college freshman. So I asked the same question throughout the summer months of my family, my friends, my neighbors, but I also knew I had a special cohort I was going to ask. Each summer, my family and extended friends and family take a vacation to the Jersey Shore. We have a wide range of ages and a lot of recent college grads, 20-somethings and 30-somethings. We sit around at night and we chat. I could not wait to ask the question. I was so excited. I get there, they're sitting down, they're talking, and I said, guys, I gotta ask you a question. What would you say to your freshman self? Oh my gosh, I wish I had a tape recording. There was an audible, ugly sound. I never expected it from this group. Oh. And then they began to share. Some things I'm not going to share with you. And to hear these from this group, and wait till I tell you who they are. So they began to talk. So this is one of the first things that has come out from about, I would say, 50% of the people that I interviewed. Nothing good happens after midnight. It gets worse. You can be on social probation freshman year and still pass the bar. You can get a 1.7 GPA and do well in grad school. Now, all these comments are coming, and I'm thinking, oh my God, did these guys go to Animal House or what? And I'm like, okay, try to get them back. They're reminiscing, get them back on track. So here's where the good stuff comes in. They definitely said, pay more to your class, pay more attention to your classes and your studying habits. Leave your room. Keep your door open this week. Go out, join clubs. Say yes to every event. You will be exhausted, but it will be worth it. Network and get to know your professors. Take a class you just want to try. No one ever asks about the D you got on your first exam, and make sure you travel, whether you go home with a friend or go abroad. And most of the travel was in terms of field trips and study abroad. They highly recommend it. But the thing I want to bring home to you is this motley crew are very successful. We have in this crew an attorney-to-be. We have a vice president of a bank. We have an accountant. We have an assistant AD at a Division I school. You see, they all made it. They all had passion. They all went through good times and hard times. So you see, as they painted, and they will begin to paint a vibrant campus of who they are going to be, they give you this advice. And I'm going to quote Albus Dumbledore. "It's our choices, Harry, that show what we truly are. Far more than our abilities. Choose wisely and enjoy this experience of who you are going to be, class. Remember, you are the artist. You can create the masterpiece of your life. Welcome to Kaz. It's only the beginning."
Thank you, Francine. To the members of the class of 2026, this convocation ceremony recognizes that you are now part of the Cazenovia College community. While we expect our students to excel academically, your journey at Cazenovia is not confined solely to the development of the intellect. As noted earlier, take advantage of the out-of-classroom learning experiences as well. Start by going to Quad Day on August 29th, where you can learn about all of the numerous student organizations and leadership activities, including athletic opportunities offered at Cazenovia. The next 4 years are yours. I urge you to take advantage and explore. Build your intellect, build new lifetime friendships, build your resume. This is your chance, and please do take it. Aspire to be distinctive, be extraordinary. And now, as president of Cazenovia College, acting on behalf of the Board of Trustees, the administration, the staff, the faculty, and the students, I hereby proclaim the 2022-23 academic year to be in session. I now ask everyone to please rise as Jayla Wilson returns to the stage to lead us in the singing of our alma mater. You'll find the words on the back of your program.
Sunlit o'er Gina's waters, dash their spray on high. Nearby stands our alma mater, famed in years gone by. Hail the fairest Cazenovia, when from thee we part. Yet thy name will ever reverence, fairest in our hearts.
Please remain standing for the benediction. After the benediction by Sharon Schmidt, the platform party, trustees, administration, and faculty will recess. When the academic recession has concluded, everyone is invited to join us for a reception located in the lower gym, just out the door and down the hallway. This concludes our convocation ceremony. We thank you for your attention and participation, and now I call upon Ms. Schmidt.
Please be present in prayer with me. Every day, this day, and each moment is one of new beginnings. And so we say, gracious God, thank you. As we step into the future, fill us with a willing spirit to weave strong new threads into the beautiful fabric we know as Cazenovia College. Go forth with God's blessings, speak the truth, seek justice, walk humbly, serve faithfully, live in peace, and care deeply for one another. May the God of us all be with you now and at all times. Amen.